Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and wow, what a weekend. I mean, putting the car into Summit Racing on the turntable, that was cool. But I'll tell you what, the weekend was way more than that. It started out on Friday afternoon, and we went over to our friends, JP and Tammy Rimstead, and JP's mom had passed away in April. Now, I don't know if you remember, but from one of my Meldrum Monster Garage episodes, we went down and saw Jim and Sherry in Florida in January, and they have a turn of the century Maxwell. I can't remember what year it was, but I shot a video of it, and one of my friends, Gail Daport, saw the video, contacted her brother-in-law, Herb Daport, and Herb jumped in his airplane and flew down to Florida and got that Maxwell with the help of Jim. But he's really the brains behind the operation. He got that Maxwell running, and Sherry was ecstatic. Now, you know, Sherry passed away in April, and they had Jim had come up, and they had a very nice memorial for her at Daport Methodist Church, one of our local churches. Sherry was the church secretary there for over 20 years. And it was very, very touching to see the whole family there. I mean, I've been friends with them since high school. And you know how your friends and your parents' friends, they become your friends too over time, and thus was the case with Jim and Sherry. Just a sweetheart of a couple. What a great role model Jim was for me. He was an engineer at Ford and kind of inspired me to go into engineering, and just a great couple. Sherry was such a positive person. I want to read a quote from Sherry as she was getting to the end of her life that really super touched me. Someday when the pages of my life end, I know that you will be one of my most beautiful chapters. Always keep me in your heart, for you are always in mine. Nothing and nobody, not even time, will change that. And that was the way Sherry was. She loved everybody. She was just extremely empathetic woman. I think she was a good listener, and that quote that she made towards the end of her life just has really touched my heart, and hope I can be that way for you folks out there someday. You know, maybe my videos will live on and make you happy, but I don't know. Only one could wish. But one thing I wanted to say was, we tried to get Jim over to see Herb Daport this weekend, but it didn't work out. Jim had a lot of family and friends to see while he was here. He had to get back down to Florida. And a big happening out at Lorain County Regional Airport. And I visited Herb Daport's place and got a chance to videotape out at his hangar. He has an actual hangar. He has cars and airplanes and all sorts of cool knickknacks out there. And I really, really wanted to get out there because there was going to be a P-51 out there that my uncle Doc flew during World War II. And this is especially the top of my mind because we went to Maryland, and I met with his grandson Gordon. And it was great to see him, and it got me thinking about Uncle Doc again, and I really wanted to get out there and see the airplane. So after the memorial was over for Sherry, I buzzed out there, and Herb got me in the back way because there was a big car show, a big airplane show. Okay, they're out of bullets. But anyway, what I wanted to say was visiting Herb, I got to go see the P-51. I got that on videotape, and then I went back to Herb's hangar, and he was having a little after the car show party there. Sat down and visited with him and did some taping in his garage. But then the people I met at his place just blew me away. I got a chance to meet Peter Jacob. You're going to see him in some of the video and photos. Peter was one of the directors of the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., Air and Space Museum for early aircraft. And speaking of aircraft, there goes one flying into Hopkins. Anyway, maybe it's my niece flying over. Hi, Shelby. Anyway, it was great to meet him and talk to him. Peter Jacob, a fabulous person. And then this other guy comes in, Ryan, and Ryan is like an expert in Model Ts and Model As, and he's from New Hampshire, owns T-Bows. And I started looking him up, and I guess he's a pretty well-known guy in the Model T world. Engineer also, so I got along with him good. And I met another guy, Mike, who is a steam car guy. And these guys were all coming together because Herb is headed out to Michigan, for Hastings, Michigan, for a steam car adventure. They're going to have a steam car show, and he's going to get a chance to drive his steam car and yada, yada, yada. But it was great to meet these folks. We jumped in Herb's Model T, and we took off for dinner. And that's where I'm going to show you the rest of the video.
Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. We got something special today. Well, as a helicopter comes in over here, look at that. Pretty cool. But this is a P-51D. This is the same airplane that my uncle flew in World War II. And they're showing this off. Quite an airplane. A fighter airplane. And he would fly bomber escort over Italy. And this is very, very similar to the plane that he flew. This is called the Alabama Rammer Jammer. Pretty cool. But you see they got it covered up right now. Now his was had a red stripes on the tail. Tuskegee Airmen had a completely red tail. But Uncle Doc, Gordon Doherty flew a plane like this. So I'm really, really psyched to see this airplane. Really cool. Just look at it. I believe they had a Merlin V12 engine in it. Just fantastic. Look at this. Get a close up here. Gun camera. Wow. Cooler. Wow. Look at this stuff. A close up here. Very cool. A lot of horsepower here. Got the guns here. Of course, there's not any guns in here anymore. That could really tear up a railroad car or a train or whatever the enemy had in place. But just a beautiful airplane. All right, really cool. Got a chance to meet the pilot over here. His name's Lex. And it was nice to meet him and tell him about my uncle who had flown one of these in the European theater. So once again, very cool to see this P-51D out here. I am just, someday, I always tell myself, someday I'm going to get a chance to fly in one of these. And I'm sure that'll be the experience of a lifetime. But yeah, I'm just going to do one more run around on this. And it's just super cool to be in an airplane that my uncle would talk about all the time when he was still alive. So here's to you, Uncle Gordon. You're up there somewhere. Now we're over at Herb Delaport's hangar, checking out his cool stuff as always. I mean, he's got everything from steam cars to boat cars to airplanes to ambulances. I mean, he's got it all, and he let me ride his little bike over to see the P-51, so I appreciate that. And now we're gonna just check things out here, visit a little bit, and then get home because it looks like it's gonna rain. Look at that. It's coming. This is how you dance in Holland. I love it. Look at this.
That's a riot. Isn't that cool?
Oh my God. Unreal. I think I just found the new intro to Meldrum's Monster Garage.
Check the back of it.
Unbelievable. Unique opportunity to visit the Tri-Power, Ford Tri-Power from the city of Port Clinton while it's in its hangar. So we're gonna jump in this thing and get a chance. You know, I've flown in this. It's a beautiful aircraft. It flies beautifully. Wow, what an opportunity. Very cool.
No matter how many times we warn people, they still hit their head because it's low. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Very cool. So we're gonna be going uphill. And look at the seats in here, and I'm gonna watch my head. And we're gonna climb up. Look at this. Got Peter Jacob in front of me. And Peter's gonna check out the controls, and this can only be good from here on out. Here we go. 1915 Model T. I'm sure we got lots of wind noise. We'll try to block that, but it can only be a good time. All right, what a ride. Herb got us here in one piece. That's saying something. In his 1950 Model T. 1915 Model T. So we're going to stop in here for a brewski and something to eat as the sun sets. Hopefully he's got lights to get us home because the sun is setting.
Oh, it's only 6:30.
It's only 6 o'clock.
We get a random stranger
The other way.
to start this. There we go. Random stranger, thank you. Now you can say you started a 1915 Model T.
I've never done that before.
Now you can say you did. Let the expert start it. Wow. Half a crank. Amazing. And off we go. Cadillac of the sky. Very cool.
There you go. So hopefully that tied everything together. I hope Herb has a wonderful time on his tour with Peter and Mike and Ryan. I hope they don't have any problems, although they tell me when they have a steam car, you're going to have problems. And that's half the fun, is working on the car while you're out and about and helping other people work on their steam cars. I mean, Herb is pretty well known in the steam car arena. And I heard that even Jay Leno has called upon his garage for advice on his steam car. So pretty cool. Herb's a pretty cool guy, and I'm glad to know him And like I say, wish him all the best luck this week. So Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. We got to get back to the Mike's Garage and finish up that 72 project. So see ya.
Say hello to Jim.